How much longer will you tolerate not being able to finance the really valuable things in life? I know it's a challenging question, but let's be real. If you sat down and figured out what it would take to rocket you and your family to the place you really wanted to be, you'd quickly determine that your current job won't cut it. The people who are making the moves that you know are the right moves in life have either very high paying six-figure jobs or they own their own businesses. And even some of those are having a hard time. The only way to make it out of the rat race is to actually confront and plan your escape, then take massive action to boost your way to major income. And if you are motivated and a bit hungry and are not totally afraid to stick your neck out just a little given a decent return, you might want to check this out. It's a bit revolutionary. It's a bit different. It's not multi-level marketing. It's not get rich quick, and it's not the lottery. So what is it? Well, okay, imagine you and I bought a billboard, like so. And that billboard was on a very busy highway. And we rented our billboard out to a big company, like so. And every time someone passed and looked at that billboard, that company paid us every single time. Now, with the profits, we bought another billboard, and then we bought another one, and we kept at it, and pretty soon they started to produce some decent revenue. Now, what would you say to that? Well, there is such a business. Some computer geek guy in Canada had a bright idea of how to do this on the internet with banner advertising. Now, these are banners. Okay, you've seen lots of them. They appear in front of you when you log on to certain websites. And you don't have to give a doggone about advertising or have a rocket scientist mind like the guy who thought this up has. All you have to do is not be blind and see the chance to tap into a huge multi-billion-dollar internet advertising industry. All right, so what is it? Well, the company is called Banners Broker. Banners Broker is an internet advertising broker. Its product is banner impressions. Now, a broker is defined as a person who buys and sells goods and assets for others. When you go to a website and a banner ad appears on the screen in front of you, whether or not you click it or even see it, that's an impression. And every time that happens, the client pays the advertising company. So when I go to my Yahoo email account, this is a banner I get. This is an Olympus camera ad. When my wife goes to the same site on her email account, same Yahoo, she gets a different banner. So banner advertising is targeted uniquely to you, to your online search characteristics, your location, and other factors that are specific to you. That's how come I get camera ads. I was just looking for a new camera, and Olympus just paid Yahoo. So how does this work? Well, there are hundreds of thousands of websites online that generate enough traffic and want to earn money hosting ads on their pages. This is a source of revenue for smart guys who own websites. There are the big guys like Google and Facebook and YouTube and Yahoo, who are really just advertising companies. That's really what they are. And then there are some not so big guys. The not so big guys apply to advertising brokers on the not so big guy ad network. You have to excuse my expression here. And their ad space is bought by these frontline brokers. Now, Banners Broker is not one of the frontline brokers. Banners Broker fits in a unique way. When owner and computer mastermind Chris Smith started Banners Broker, the company approached 10 major frontline brokers that controlled a particular segment of the online ad industry. Now, his goal was to establish a unique relationship. His company would partner with the frontline broker and provide the huge buying power of its affiliates to procure large amounts of advertising inventory on sites across the internet. Now, at this time, this is a wild new idea. Banners Broker would promote and bring in affiliates, independent businessmen who could understand this concept, and they would buy bulk advertising space from Banners Broker via the frontline broker. And the frontline broker's job would be, just like it's always been, to connect advertising space with advertisers using advertising companies. So Banners Broker does not deal with the advertising companies directly. And this increased buying power was where Banner's broker had something to offer. This was the new concept. The broker could leverage its buying power, and wow, we have a revolution in the ad industry. And guess what they all said? No. Except one. So Banner's broker started in October 2010, partnered with one frontline broker. Now, this was a new business model, and they had no idea if it would work. But as history has it, it is working. And guess what? One of the bigger original 10 brokers who gave that resounding big fat red no on the earlier page saw it working and just said yes. So Banner's broker has just expanded its capacity to more than double and is looking forward into new cutting-edge advertising platforms, mobile devices, for example, and new markets. So it's also an expanding business model. So what does Banner's broker offer you? Well, Banner's broker has 3 platforms. These platforms are, the first one is an advertising platform. They sell advertising on the same network I just mentioned. And if you have an internet-based business or even a brick and mortar store, you can advertise and get traffic to your business and sell your products. They also have a publisher platform where if you have a website, you can earn revenue by hosting ads. Now, the flagship product is the Ad Pub Combo. It's both the advertiser and publisher programs in one, plus the ability to earn revenue by purchasing and managing ad inventory from Banner's broker in this new business model. Now, when I say ad inventory, I mean an actual space on a website that hosts advertising and actually produces revenue. Nice, huh? But what's the point? If we're talking about escaping the rat race and earning revenue to fuel our dreams, where's the money? Well, first things first. I can't make income claims here, and I'm sure you know how that goes. And I'm going to put in a legal point here, and that's Banner's broker's income disclaimer. Then I'm going to tell you what I think of it. Here it is. Banner's Broker International and its affiliate companies do not guarantee the income of any persons or entities participating in its program. Incomes earned will be in direct proportion to the amount of time and effort put forth by its participants. The typical income of a typical affiliate is approximately $40 a month, $500 a year. Testimonies given regarding income and personal testimonies are the testimonies of the persons given. Such testimonials are not sanctioned by Banner's Broker International, and their accuracy is not guaranteed by Banner's Broker International. Now, I have to say this before I give my opinion. Realize that Banner's Broker operates in over 180 countries. Some of those countries have a different standard of living than the standard of the West, right? The dollar figure presented in a disclaimer in some countries is actually pretty big money. So my opinion is a bit tough, but please understand that I'm speaking to Westerners, the citizens of countries where the dollar is a dollar and it's not the equivalent of $1,000. And let's be real here, Banner's Broker is making higher standards possible for thousands of people in countries who have it a bit tougher than we do. So my opinion stated thoroughly here is that a Banner's Broker affiliate who makes such dismal income, as in the disclaimer, does not understand how to run a business or how a Banner's Broker account works. Meaning, it's not hard to do. Every single one of my affiliates makes money in Banner's Broker. Okay, now Banner's Broker has a legal obligation to make that statement. And I encourage you, heed it well, because it is true. But understanding simple accounts management, which I teach, and some hard work, and that's where you come in, and some sound but simple business sense make it possible to create a very profitable Banner's Broker affiliate business. And I'll even cautiously use the word lucrative if you're willing to bust your tail for it. But if you realize that the online advertising industry is a $40 billion a year industry, if you realize that the internet itself is a $500 billion a year marketplace that just keeps growing, and if you're not allergic to making money, the sky is the limit.